Yo, yo, yo! Welcome on into another edition of Michael's Mind Philly Sports Pod. You already know the deal. You already know the dizzle. So here's the thing. We're going to talk about some things that your boy Mikey P messed up a little bit. You know. But that's the cool thing about over here. We talk about our mistakes and we fix them. That's the biggest thing ever, is we fix them. We clean them up real nice. So that's what this video today here is about, is cleaning up the Mikey P mistakes that were made. There's minimal, which, cut me some slack, man. Catch you in the vid. Woo! All right, you seen the intro, so you know there's mistakes, and here we're going to make them. I'm actually going to do y'all a solid and throw them up on the screen so that it is actually technically going to be over here. Yep. So we throw them up on the screen. Get into all this stuff like Andre Drummond. He is he's set to have a player option of $500,000. Trade for a guy like Jared Butler, who's on a player option. So the Andre Drummond one was like pretty hefty mistake, man. I mean, we're talking about like $4.5 million that I misallocated. That's a lot of money, man. Real rap though, that's kind of like really unfortunate because he just opted in to that $5 million. That's not. I didn't say no nothing. I said which, by the way, which is bad, real bad. $5 million for bummy boy, drummy boy. That's bad, man. I mean, like, oh, he can't play, man. We seen him last season. Whoo-wee, looking as slow as Embiid, man. So that's bad. Is it all right? Yeah, it's all right. So like that's the thing. Like it is all right because, what are you going to do? He opted in. Can we trade him? Yeah, we could trade him. And we're going to talk about other things. And we got some trade exceptions, which are pretty solid for us in terms of, like, the ability to move money around and stuff like that. And if there's one thing we do know about Maury, he don't know how to move no money around, except he does know how to move money from his bank account to Crumble Cookie so he can eat some. No, but real rap, that is like pretty unfortunate. It like sets the tone. Like we knew some news was dropping about Drummond. We don't know about Kelly Oubre as of the recording of this video. So that's like some dough, dude. Like $5 million for Andre Drummond, man. Don't like it. It's not the end of the world, as we know. We got a body in Drummond that we could just throw out there. And like honestly, dude, how often is he gonna be seeing the court? Like we got Johnny. Like I can't say that, dude. It's Johnny, dude. I'm saying Johnny, like Johnny Bravo out here. We got Johnny Bravo, and it's Broom. I know it's Broom, but we got Johnny. I on the ride home, I was actually listening to their both VJ Edgecombe and Johnny Bravo's what's it called? Entrance interview, sort of dizzle. And it was, they sound like really good guys. They sound solid. It's funny enough, we didn't do a pre-draft process with Johnny. And I know, like, go ahead and get me in the comments. I'm not saying Janai, dude. I'm not a West Palm Beach chick, dude. I'm not. All right, so enough of that. They seem like great guys. We actually did a pre-draft process with him 2 years ago and let him stew, let him boil up in college. And then bang, he went out and won. And now you get him in the second round. I mean, woohoo. Anybody who doesn't like that pick, hit me in the comments. I love the pick, and I'm going to explain why. I'm going to have a whole nother video. But like real quick, I'll give you a little spazzle on that. I like his passing out of the post. When's the last time we had a guy passing out of the post, dude? This guy can pass out of the post. I don't care if he's not the most athletic guy in the world. He's more athletic than half the people out here watching my vids. You know what I'm saying? This guy was a champion. Like, come on, dude. I love the pick. Let me know why you guys don't like the pick, and I'll debate with you in the comments all you want. You know what I'm saying? I will. Free argument for you guys. I know a lot of you guys like to argue. A lot of you guys don't, though. I'm not going to group y'all into that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so moving back, they call me the Rambler, McStambler. That's me. Andre Drummond. Yeah, man, less than ideal, but he'll be out of here, dude. He's older than a bag of bricks, and he'll be gone soon. So it don't matter. If you want a productive guy off the bench, I mean, like, geez, I think Broom is a better rebounder than Drummond right now. Last year, the guy couldn't even jump. So, like, you're going to talk about Broom not being able to jump. Like, let's talk about Drummond not lifting them pounds off the ground, as they say. Now we're going to move down. I did say Jared Butler was on a player option. He's actually on a club option. That is like wonderful. So we're going to get him his hiney on up out of here. We don't like that player. No mo. I was hoping maybe you could get him involved with a trade to move up and around in the second round, but we didn't do that. So see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Oh, we keeping that in, and you know it. But yeah, man, so club option on him, Eric Gordon. And you know I've been posting about him saying peace, not even thanking him. He's got a player option of $3.4 million. That's okay, though, because, like, the Bahama boys are back, if you know what I'm saying. So we got VJ, and he's been talking about EG, Eric Gordon, in the building. But yo, here's the big deal, man. A lot of y'all might overlook this little spicy knowledge that VJ dropped in his entrance interview. He said that he was talking to Eric Gordon. He got asked a specific question. I can't remember the exact question. I think it was about, like, how is it being on the same team as Eric Gordon? And he said that Eric Gordon said, hopefully we'll be on the same team. Hopefully. Now, he's hopeful, but that don't mean that it's going to happen. Am I right? He probably wants more than that 3.4. I'm not going to speak on Eric Gordon's name like that, though, but all we know is we got a little bit of dropped knowledge from our boy VJ Edgecombe saying that Eric Gordon was hopeful. But that's uncertainty in my mind. So we're going to take that for what it is, and we're going to move on. Eric Gordon, though, we're actually not going to fully move on because Eric Gordon, for that Bahama boy connection, I kind of rock with it. Do I want Eric Gordon around? No! Dude, that guy is toast, man. Toast. You want to know the first year that he didn't average over 10 points a game? It was last year! So get him out of here. That's what I'm saying. Get him out of here. Hopefully he won't opt in. If he does, like I said, what are we going to do, man? It's all good. He's a shooting guard. I mean, like, if you put Eric Gordon at the 3, the wings against us are going to feast. The guy can't even move laterally. What are we talking about here? So that's about all the mistakes that I doggone made. You know what I'm saying? Young Himalayans. Seriously, though, that's like about the only mistakes I made out there, other than, we already talked about the Kelly Snoobs. Andre, I was right about the Kelly Snoobs, so that's fine. Andre Drummond, though, opting into that $5 million is like, what are we going to do, man? I don't know how much that bodes well for us re-signing and keeping Yabu. But you know what? I've started to change my tune on that. If you guys remember my first vid that I dropped on this channel, I was like, all right with Yabusele going. I would like to keep him because that's like a nice young rotationary system we got with, we need that body, man. We need that 4. We ain't got a 4 other than Broom. And look, as you know, I'm high on Broom, but I just don't. You can't be, we talked about it multiple times on this channel. You cannot just plug in a rookie, whether he's a 5th-year senior coming out of school or not. You can't just plug him in and expect wonderful things to happen because it ain't going to happen wonderfully. But I do really like him. I don't know why people are out on that. Now we're gonna go down because this wasn't necessarily what I was like incorrect about. We already cleaned that stuff up. If you want to be funny, we got the broom out and we swept up that stuff. Now here's the deal: we can be pretty more like understanding of the cap hold hits that's gonna be going on. Quentin Grimes, it seems like he wants to stick around. Not more so him, but more so us. We seem to want to keep him, you know. Now I don't really mind whichever happens because we got Edgecombe and, you know, the guard room is heavy, as you know I've been talking about. But, like, at the end of the day, man, what you going to do? Yeah, so we know that he was our third-round pick. And then so we also know that pick number two was Broom. So, like, obviously those guys are going to be around. Obviously they're going to be signed. So, you know, keeping a guy like Yabu and keeping a guy like Quintonius Grimes, it's going to be hard because, like, that cap hit that Quintonius Grimes is expected to sign is going to most likely be higher than $12.89 million. That's a lot, man. That's a good amount. That's hefty. Especially when you're going to be playing VJ Edgecombe, 11 mil. I mean, like, man, how many guards you finna pay, dog? That's all I'm saying on that. Because we talked a lot about it. Kyle Lowry. Oh, don't you dare do it, Nicholas Nurse. Don't you dare do it. Do not get him back around. Do not vouch for him. Get him on up out of here. And that's what I'm going to do with y'all. We're going to get up on out of here. This video went on too long, but we fixed up our mistakes like we always going to do around here. If we make a mistake, we're going to come back and clean it up, omit to it, and then we going to fix it. Yo, catch y'all on the flippy drippy. Peace.